From the moment you wake up, you are met with a wall of instructions. We live in a world that is constantly crowding us with advice from algorithms, mentors, and societal expectations. Most people follow the blueprint. They land the stable job and secure the degree, yet they still feel stuck. They've done everything right, but the fulfillment never arrives. Ranjit Bajaj argues that this burnout is a design flaw. He proposes a counterintuitive logic. The people closest to you are often the worst source for your future direction. To find your own path, you have to ignore the noise from society, your relatives, and even your parents. Bajaj's directive is simple. Rely entirely on your own inner compass. The friction you feel is the exhaustion of prioritizing everyone's voice over the only person who actually lives your life. Let's start with the outermost layer of influence, society. These are the broad, culturally accepted scripts for what constitutes a safe and successful life. This chart plots risk against population volume, showing a dense cluster in the safe, low-risk center. These best practices minimize risk for the masses, but applying this generic formula to someone with unique ambitions creates a ceiling, forcing a state of mediocrity by default. Society enforces this middle ground through standard educational tracks and predictable corporate ladders. It offers the comfort of a pre-paved road in exchange for your individual spark. An algorithm optimized for the average will always suffocate unique brilliance. Moving inward, we find the circle of parents and relatives. This advice is the hardest to ignore because it is rooted in genuine love and concern. However, this input is often anchored in a different world. Parents formulate their advice based on the economic rules and social pressures of the decade they grew up in, not the reality you face today. As Bajaj says, they are not you. A parent's primary biological instinct is to keep you safe from failure, which is often at odds with the high-risk requirements of modern success. They also operate with a survivorship bias. Because their conservative path worked for them in the past, they assume it remains the only viable route for you in the present. Following a loved one's blueprint is a gamble. A map drawn for a different era will lead you toward a destination that no longer exists. Once you strip away society and family expectations, you are left in a vacuum. In that space, only your own voice remains. This is where you find the complete data set. You are the only person who knows your true work ethic, your hidden fears, and your actual ambitions. Bajaj reminds us that you cannot lie to yourself. We often use external advice as a shield, a way to outsource the blame if things go wrong. There is a quiet, predictable misery in failing while following someone else's safe path. It is far different from the terrifying freedom of failing entirely on your own terms. Rejecting external advice removes the ability to point fingers. Silencing the noise creates the accountability you need to finally own your own trajectory.
Don't listen to anyone except yourself. Don't listen to your parents, your relatives, society. Don't listen to anyone. The worst thing you can do is take their advice because they're not you. Only you are you and you know yourself. Take your advice, what you think is the best, because you can't lie to yourself.